back to the 𝓼𝓮𝓬𝓴 show, alright? So, today, we're gonna talk about the socialist history teacher I had. Alright, so, now you might be asking, why are you talking about this 𝓼𝓮𝓬𝓴? Because I can, and it needs to be said. Socialism is gay. Alright, you heard it here. Socialism is bad. Now, let me get into the story. Alright, so you see, alright, before I begin, welcome to the 𝓼𝓮𝓬𝓴 show. Make sure to please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to get notified. You know, that jazz. Nice, now let's start. So, you see, in this history class I have, or had, originally, there's this teacher, but she had to leave like the 8th grade class because I guess she was like busy with the school stuff, was just like overwhelming her. So pretty much I guess some history teacher from the high school came down. Jeez, let me fix these. Alright, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Came down to the middle school, alright? Now, you see, this high school teacher, we called him Shaggy. At first I thought, oh, this guy's kind of cool. Now, I should have seen the red flags that this guy was just a total douchebag. But, you know, I just sort of saw through them. Now, this is where it starts, alright? So you see, in history class, we are learning about the Latin American revolutions. Alright? And then we learned how the Latin American governments, they have corruption. And Venezuela is one of them. Now you see, your boy 𝓼𝓮𝓬𝓿 here was like, well, Venezuela is corrupt because it's socialist. Which is true. But no. This history teacher thought, whoa, Scandinavia is socialist. Venezuela is just a pure dictatorship. I'm Mr. Socialist history teacher, and I'm so smart. I went to 8 years of college for a master's degree because I know everything. Now, full disclaimer, that's not what the history teacher sounded like, but okay, here's the thing. Just because you have a master's degree in history or whatever, I don't give a shit, does not mean you're all of a sudden the smartest person in the world and so smart in history. Now, you see, your boy 𝓼𝓮𝓬𝓿 does not like socialism one bit. I mean, yeah, there's that time I was a communist, but we're well over that now, right? Because yeah, that was really stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, I learned, oh yeah, this communism stuff's kind of gay. But yeah, pretty much like I send this email to the socialist history teacher being like, okay, monarchism based, libertarianism based, socialism bad, socialism bad, socialism bad. Alright, it's called The Art of 𝓼𝓮𝓬𝓿. Now he was like, well, here's a list of the socialist countries. Look at this map. It's so cool. And I was like, dude. Some of these countries, not socialist. Alright, Scandinavia, monarchy. Except for Finland, which is a republic and was a monarchy at one point. Okay, UK, monarchy. France, not socialist. One bit, even though there's a socialist party in there. Portugal, I have no idea. That's not what I look into. It pretty much just said like a bunch of countries were socialist. It like, oh yeah, okay, they have the countries he showed were not socialist countries. It didn't even mention, he was like saying democratic socialism. Okay, the one country that is democratic socialist is the Democratic People's Republic of Ceylon, Sri Lanka. Oh, Sri Lanka, not Ceylon. Jesus, I'm gonna get canceled for calling it Ceylon. Sri Lanka or whatever. That's democratic socialist. It wasn't even on the list. It's a socialist country, you freaking idiot. And then I'm like, okay, dude, here's this stuff. Not sure you knew that. And then he comes back with, well, look at this Wikipedia article. These are the most socialist countries. And I was like, okay, it showed North Korea. Yes, North Korea, Cuba, for some odd reason India, which I said India is not communist or socialist, but it's definitely not a nice place to live. And I think it also showed Venezuela, China, and it's like, dude. And then Cuba, which I'd say out of all the communist and socialist countries, Cuba's the nicest out of all of them. Alright? Cuba's the nicest socialist country. Now, I don't endorse socialism, but Cuba's pretty nice. I've never been there, but I've seen what their beaches look like. They look pretty nice. Good job, Fidel Castro. You're kind of dead. Also, your brother Raul Castro, he's not in power anymore. Kind of sad because now you have some soy boy in charge of Cuba, if I'm correct. Yeah, whoever this president of Cuba, he looks like a soy boy, just straight up. But yeah, anyways, let's continue on, right? So earlier, when he called North Korea an utter dictatorship, straight up dictatorship, I'm like, okay, so North Korea is socialist, and you like socialism, but you call this country a complete dictatorship, then you're sort of going against your words, because North Korea is a socialist country. And he's like, that's not what I meant. I'm socialist history teacher. I'm a genius. Dude. You're stupid. And he's like, well, let's just agree to disagree, because I'm Mr. Shaggy. Now, this is what his actual name was. He probably got bullied in school for this. His name was Mr. Tiffany. Now, if you didn't know, Tiffany's a girl name. Okay, Mrs. Tiffany. Alright. Mrs. and Mrs. Tiffany. Yeah, it sounds like a lesbian couple. I don't know. I think that teacher might be transgender. Or was transgender. Now, this isn't even the end of the whole thing, alright? This is just getting started practically, alright? It gets better from here. Alright, so let's continue on to that, alright? Just continue on. Welcome to the end of the video. Since you've made it here, make sure to please like, subscribe, turn on notifications to get notified. And don't forget to share the video as well. Alright? Also, make sure to check out the Patreon in the description below. I am 𝓼𝓲𝓮𝓬𝓴, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.